Did DC Comics flub its big crossover issue? Guys, you know I love DC Comics. I mean, you've seen my videos, you've seen my posters, you've seen me defend DCKO more than anybody else on this app. Which is pretty odd because 10 years ago, that probably would not have been the case. Anyway, I know I have my biases and I do try to be impartial when I can, so believe me when I tell you that this crossover wasn't it. We're in the last few months of DCKO, and before the end arrives, DC Comics released DCKO Boss Battle, a special issue that was teased all the way back during New York Comic Con. While DCKO's big hook is heroes and villains fighting each other in a single elimination tournament, this special's appeal is a collection of bonus fights, bringing in additional fighters from outside the DC universe. The general idea is that before fighting Darkseid's champions, the World Forger sends several heroes and villains beyond the multiverse to gather more Omega energy to give the final four a fighting chance. Sub-Zero and Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, Sabrina from Archie Comics, and even Samantha, the serial killer bear from Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, are all in this issue, facing down characters like Superman and Lex Luthor. I still think this is a very fun idea for a one-shot, but unfortunately the way it was done left a lot to be desired. For one, this book is about 32 pages and 8 of them are dedicated to setting up and closing out the story so that this chapter fits in neatly between DCKO 3 and 4. So we have about 24 pages to cover 7 crossovers, and as they say, the math ain't mathin'. I hate to say it, but the crossovers are so incredibly unbalanced in this book. Like, yeah, you get a few pages to flesh out some of these meetups like the Mortal Kombat crossover, but then you have things like Batwoman meeting Vampirella, which isn't even followed up on until damn near the end. And despite being billed as additional fights, some of these crossovers are anything but. Like, instead of fighting Annabelle, the Joker just has a tea party with her. It's funny, sure, but it wastes time in a book that does not have the pages to spare. For the life of me, I don't know why this wasn't a miniseries or at least a two-parter. We would have gotten more space for these characters to interact and allow the story to go at a more enjoyable pace. And I know some people are out there saying, well, this was just a dumb crossover, what did you expect? Yeah, most crossovers are dumb, but when they're done really well, they can be really fun. Again, I know I've been defending DCKO more than most, but I feel that for all its faults, it's a very entertaining story. The Boss Battle special, on the other hand, kind of comes up short and just feels like it was doomed from the start. But I am curious about what you guys think, so let me know in the comments how you guys felt about DCKO Boss Battle.